University of Guelph-Humber Media Studies students, technology can be a heavy financial stress. Students need to ensure they are making valuable investments for their time at school and their futures in the industry.
So some of the tech that I've invested in myself include 2 cameras, about 4 or 5 lenses, all the accessories including extra batteries, tripods, straps, and etc. for photography purposes. I've also invested almost about $2,000 into a PC setup to run all of the Adobe suite to make sure that I can and am ready for the industry when it comes to it.
I would say my laptop. That was the first thing I bought. I bought it myself in grade 11. A lot of money to put in when you're in grade 11.
Well, I have multiple external hard drives now.
I made sure I got a hard drive at the beginning of the semester. I knew I'd have a lot of files that I have to transfer in between computers and stuff like that, so that was a big thing. And my camera is probably the other thing.
Experts on campus share their advice for students looking to make smart investments.
I think it's really good to develop your niche, because if you can develop a niche, then you can focus in a certain area rather than being a jack of all trades. You can be a master of a few, or at least one. And if you can do that very well, then people will go to you and they'll know that you are the specialist of that field.
Depends what they want to accomplish. Like, I hate saying it depends, but like the most boring answer is a good computer, some sort of device, which most students are using their phones to keep them organized, and a hard drive, and then another hard drive to back up that hard drive, and then some online storage space. In other words, it's a place to protect and store your data. That's the biggest thing. And if you were to ask me what's the number one thing I see students lack, it's a hard drive.
One way students save money on technology is by utilizing resources right here on campus.
A lot of stuff in the school, like including all of the lighting equipment for both video and for photography. So all the strobe lights, all the continuous lights fixtures, backdrops, lighting fixtures and stuff like that. I also use the Mac Lab all the time, like that's my second home.
So for all the classes, I usually take the cameras out for certain projects. I use Photoshop a lot on the computers here in the Mac Labs, InDesign, all the Adobe programs.
I would say probably the Macs too. Like the Mac Lab is like really handy here.
Usually the lenses, the lights, and like the Adobe kit.
Big thing that I use at the school is the lighting. A lot of our photography projects require different kinds of lighting setups and stuff like that, even videography projects. So that's probably the main thing I use from the school. Sometimes I'll use a camera here and there, or I'll use the Macs here and there. But other than that, the lighting is probably the biggest thing I use.
Use the school's tech. Don't invest into it until you need to. It's a waste of money. It's good to have your own equipment. I think it's really useful for that. But at the end of the day, our school has a place to rent out equipment for free. So use those opportunities that are given to you, because it'll save you money.
For GH360, I'm Stephen Beatty.